Audio's rolling, and we'll get a to sync the audio.
What'd you do if I passed out?
Okay. No, you guys can go ahead.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Yo, this is the first ever podcast that we're. Wait, did I just mess it up?
No, you didn't. I don't think.
What are we gonna call it? The Chomply podcast.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna just call it Chomply.
The Chomply
I think
podcast.
Chomply is like a being. You feel me? Like it's not like I should.
Yeah, it's not you.
It's everything I do.
It's you.
I'm gonna name my kid Chomply.
The entirety of you.
Yeah. See,
I
hey,
get that.
you get it, right? I was thinking that, but like I didn't know if that would make sense.
No, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Kind of.
What do you mean, kind of? I mean, yeah, I guess. It's. I feel like it's one of those words that doesn't like mean anything. You know, like those ancient Indian words.
No.
No? Oh, there's a lot, bro. You know, Indians were smart. I think Europeans were the dumb ones.
Of course.
They were the dumb ones until I don't know what happened. I think it was that one Genghis Khan guy.
Yeah.
Like he cucked over the whole Middle East. That's what I heard. That he
Yeah, man. He was
Arab,
a menace.
Yeah, the whole Arab world was like in its like golden age, and then
that fool just came around. Boom.
Yeah, and I think he like killed everyone. That dude was low-key weird. I think he'd be a weirdo in today's society.
Yeah.
I feel like some of these weirdos you see on the streets are like world
if
leaders.
they could be like a crazy like world leader.
Yeah,
back then.
like think of like Hitler.
Yeah.
That dude was probably like weird.
Probably weird, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard he was weird.
Yeah,
like actually weird.
You heard that?
Yeah. Like genuinely like weird. Like I think he had like some. I don't even know.
Like
but
schizophrenia, maybe.
No. Like some weird like fetishes or kinks or something. Some weird stuff. I think I heard about that.
I know he injected heroin. I think. Maybe this is like false news, but he did a lot of drugs. Dang. I don't know if you heard of that.
I mean, probably.
He was like high everywhere before they started like to ban Germany from everywhere. He would like go to these places and he'd be on some like.
That's wild.
Probably like black tar.
First podcast topic, Hitler.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah, I'll end it there. No, but yeah, I think the problem with like weird people, I think society is moving too fast because I think there are a lot of group of people. There's a lot of people out there that they don't fit in today.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, here, name someone. Like, people who... Maybe there's some dude out there that's really good at bow and arrow, but he works like a cubicle job. You feel me?
I don't know how that has anything to do with what you were just saying.
What I was just saying, how there were some people that were, like, perfect for the world before.
I mean, yeah. There's probably... Of course, I would say this, but there's probably a lot of people who have great bodybuilding genetics. Mm-hmm. Who have never picked up a dumbbell in their life, but if they were to actually train, they would be the next Ronnie Coleman or something. Probably, there's tons of people out there who have like a God-given like gift or ability. They just probably never had the opportunity to use it, and they don't know.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I was learning about like the whole like sperm thing.
What do you mean?
We create a lot of sperm.
Yep.
And you know how many of those are like billionaires? And like
future billionaires?
Yeah. And they're just like, they despawn. Like, you're lucky to be alive. Think about it.
You know that all of this stuff, all of the humans that are here right now is like a 1 in 400 trillion chance of happening.
I knew it had a 4 in there.
Yeah, 1 in 400 trillion chance.
There's probably some dude that thinks it's a 1 of 1 chance. Just because...
I don't get
it. I don't know. Because, like, if you think about it, you being alive is 1 in 400 trillion and a 1 of 1. Because the only life you've experienced is you.
Exactly.
So that is true. You have an 100% spawn rate. If you think about it like that, though. I think that's ignoring everything else. It's kind of crazy, though, to think that. I mean, okay, to like the whole bodybuilding thing, do you think you're good at something that you just don't know?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I am.
Well, then you should do everything.
That's the problem.
What?
Like, I I have like I've never drawn anything like genuinely, but most people who draw like will do like a stick figure, but I always had like really detailed drawings.
Really?
Like I know there's like people out there who are super great artists that draw like a freaking insane 1-to-1 portrait of what they're looking at, but just me, like ever since I was in elementary school and stuff like that, like I would have like really good drawings, but I never liked it. So I feel like that could be like something I'm really good at that I just never do.
So you just didn't enjoy the whole process or the final product?
The whole process, I didn't really like it.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It's just, it's kind of boring and it takes a long time for me.
So you need that Subway Surfers gameplay. I think. Nah, there's a lot, you
like,
know.
I have like drawing class at school, and my drawing.
Right now?
Yeah, and most of my drawings will take like 2 hours to do. Because it's like a really like good like picture, and then I gotta color it in. So like it takes me a really long time, and that sucks for me. 2 hours isn't a long time when you think about it, but it is when you're sitting down for 2 hours focused, drawing on a piece of paper, and it looks like crap at the start, and it takes like near the end to actually look good.
Yeah, you can't force someone to like something. I think that's the sad part.
Yeah,
because I think like those artists that like spend like 15 hours on one drawing, they just don't even realize it's 15 hours. I think.
Yeah, they probably like it more than me.
Yeah, way
you know
more,
what I mean? Like
right?
I don't like it, so
that's unfortunate. But like if someone offered you a check.
Oh, they wanted me to draw something for a commission.
Let's say it was. They wanted they saw like some potential in you, and they told you like, dude, get good at this, and then I'll pay you 10,000 per drawing. Would you take the time to get good at that? Because you're gonna be really unhappy.
I mean, $10,000 is crazy per drawing. I mean that's like the materials that you would need is just a piece of paper and like a couple of markers and like, you know.
You've heard of furry artists?
Yeah.
Those dudes get paid like that much.
Damn.
All furries are really rich.
Why? Oh yeah, because
they have tech jobs. Yeah, I mean to even like
to be a furry would probably be expensive. You gotta freaking buy an entire suit.
Yeah. If not, you know, Polly has fursuits for the parrots. We have 2. I asked his name is
Fursuits?
Yeah. They're fursuits.
You mean a mascot?
What is the difference?
So are you talking about the mascot, the Polly mascot?
Yeah, both of them.
Who's like a bird?
Yeah. If that's not a fursuit, then what is a fursuit?
I don't know. I think a fursuit would be more like something that somebody has to pretend to be like a fantasy thing. I don't know.
I mean, what those people out there have fantasies of being the parrot.
No, there are people out there that have like a fantasy of being a dog or something, and they dress up to be a dog. That's the difference. The person who's the what's the word? The mascot. The person who's the mascot, all he does is he just wears that just to promote, you know, something that's going on in the school. That's different.
Yeah. So that's your.
He doesn't wear it outside of school.
You don't know that, but you think that's your differentiation between a fursuit and a mascot?
I think it's obvious when you look at it. Like, okay, this one looks like weird, and this one looks like a mascot.
They both look normal.
I don't know.
Have you seen a fursuit?
Yes. They look like weird, cartoonish.
Yeah. And then what is... Okay, because I'm thinking if I show you a picture of Joe, the mascot, and I tell you this is a fursuit, and you've never seen it before...
Joe the mascot?
Yeah, like the mascot parrot. That's his name, Joe.
Oh, okay.
And so if I showed you a picture of that, I feel like you'd tell me that looks weird. Have you seen the Polly mascot?
Yeah, I've seen him. I've
Yeah,
seen him in
so-
person.
So if you've never seen it before, then would you consider it weird? It's this
For me,
huge-
no, because I would know that he's a mascot. But I guess if you're asking like a
If
caveman,
you never knew. Well, not caveman, but if I told you this was a fursuit that I found at a furry convention, would you think it looks like? Would you treat
No.
it differently? No,
No.
you wouldn't. You think it looks
because it doesn't look weird.
It doesn't.
For me, it doesn't look weird.
I don't really see how.
Cause like, I don't know. Like, I'm gonna just say this. Like, I've seen like sexualized fursuits,
Mm-hmm.
but that one looks normal.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe
what I
that's maybe
differentiate.
you need to
Maybe
stop looking at sexualized.
Well, I
fursuits.
don't. But I'm just saying
So, okay, I get it though. So that's your only reference point to fursuits.
that's what I automatically think of. Is
Yeah.
like some weird fetish thing.
Yeah, I've just seen more normal ones.
Yeah, probably. You probably go to the conventions and see them all the time.
Yeah, but that poly one, it costs like $10,000.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, there's two. They don't wash them at all either.
Oh, that's.
But I'm
nasty.
thinking like,
I'd
how does a school get $20,000?
I'd be salty if I was the mascot, bro.
No, they are. They are salty. They smell salty, bro. That's the thing. I feel like even if they were happy about
So
it,
you know
like,
who's the mascot,
Yeah, I've seen them.
and you're just gonna
I'm
diss
gonna be
them?
honest. No, I don't even. They don't know me. I don't even know their name.
Oh
But
shit.
they seem chill. But like, I'm just saying how like there's so much sweat in that suit. You could tell.
Yeah, definitely.
If you ever go up to him and hug him,
No,
you're gonna get a good whiff.
no thanks.
It's gonna smell like the ocean. I'm not even lying to you. It's interesting.
Uh.
I don't know, but that takes like a certain like type of person. Cause like, what attention are you even getting from being the bird?
You're getting
Girls.
no, hell no. Imagine walking up to a girl and being like, "I'm the poly mascot." Like, no, bro, they don't care. But look,
I would. I get on my
yeah,
knees.
Also,
Okay.
pause chocolate with the movement a little forward. Right, and,
Yeah. No problem, Caesar. What were you saying, Hovik?
right. So I was saying they probably get more, like what's the word? Like
Credit?
from yeah credit. They could get more credit from the teachers and the staff of the school. Like, okay, you're the mascot, so we're gonna give you special perks. Like, okay, you could come in.
Imagine that.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like free football. I actually think they get into the football games for free.
exactly.
But like that's
the
not
benefit.
worth it.
Is it not worth it?
No, bro, I've been next to that suit. It smells.
Yeah, it's probably not worth it.
It's probably fun though, right?
Probably not fun. Probably smells.
There's so many kids that
Horrendous.
go to them.
I
Bro,
know.
would you be the Chuck E. Cheese mascot?
Bro, I'd I'd be the Chuck E. Cheese mascot and commit 5 Nights at Freddy's, bro.
You think so?
Yeah, I would do that.
No, oh, dude. I feel like there are definitely some weirdos that take up that job.
Oh yeah.
That's,
all jokes
how do
aside,
they filter? Yeah. Okay. How do you think they filter those people? They have to ask questions about
I
that.
mean,
right?
every Chuck E. Cheese has like one person walking around as Chucky. So I'm pretty sure it's probably like a family friend or the manager, like a trusted individual.
Yeah.
I don't think they
Think
just hire some random person who wants to apply. Like, no, you probably have to be.
Build up.
Yeah, you
Like,
probably
build
have
up to that
to
level.
build up some trust
Uh
and take up the job. Probably.
huh. Yeah, I mean, but even then, even if it's someone you trust, you just never really know. That's not something you find out about people. How would you ever find that out until they get arrested? And they're probably, dude.
Bro, here's the thing. I don't know if I'm just not a kid anymore, but who the hell goes to Chuck E. Cheese?
Okay.
Nobody goes there.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
how
the
is that
problem. That's the problem. Only kids go there.
How is that company not bankrupt? They probably have some underground organization.
They are bankrupt. That was the
No.
whole thing. They're bankrupt, but they have like.
Exactly.
I think when you're
Everybody who liked Chuck E. Cheese grew up, and then now we have freaking iPads and shit, iPhones.
TikTok.
That will TikTok.
Yeah,
That'll
I don't know.
entertain the kids like how we used to be entertained by Chuck E. Cheese, bro. Plus, let's be honest, freaking 5 Nights at Freddy's killed that whole business.
They kind of did.
Yeah,
Do you think they hate them for that?
I think they
yeah,
do.
I think that there's like a bunch of reasons. I think like what you mentioned with the whole TikTok, that I never even thought of that. But I feel like they do put some blame on FNAF.
No, definitely.
But like how much?
Because it's
like,
so popular.
the people like the higher ups, they're probably like old, like 30.
I'm gonna tell you
like
this:
7-year-olds.
if Five Nights at Freddy's was a thing when I was at the age to go Chuck E. Cheese, I probably wouldn't go there.
How old were you at the age of Chuck E. Cheese? Bro, I was a kid when FNAF
Like
came
6, 7.
6, 7.
That's
Oh,
the
yeah, I
Chuck E.
guess,
Cheese
yeah.
time, bro.
Chuck E. Cheese time for me was.
And
like
if Five Nights at
14,
Freddy's
18.
came out in like 2015 or something, 2014.
Yeah, 2014.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess so. When's the last time you've been to Chuck E. Cheese?
I don't know.
You
Isn't there a Chuck E. Cheese
yeah,
like
there's
nearby?
one right. Hold on, it's right there, that direction.
Oh, it's that
exactly.
direction. Yeah.
It's the one in the plaza. They actually, you know what they do to make it seem newer? They rearrange the games.
Oh.
So it looks like they added.
I just remembered something since
What?
they're talking about Chuck E. Cheese. You remember when they had that whole scandal where they recycle pizza?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing that killed that business too.
Yeah, huh? That did get pretty big. I don't really get the whole like commotion for that, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean,
What's
do you
wrong
want
with
to eat
recycled
somebody's
pizza?
recycled pizza?
I mean, it's not like maybe I just don't really care, and like I'm an exception. But if it's pizza, it's pizza. Right?
That
I
is
feel
not
like-
the case.
Really.
for
You
me.
want yours like fresh?
Bro, I want mine freshly made out of the freaking kitchen. If I'm gonna eat that, which I'm probably not, so I wouldn't order pizza at Chuck E. Cheese.
Soggy, bro.
But I'm just saying, I would want mine freshly made out of the freaking oven. You know, I wouldn't want the last person that came here and ate their pizza.
Yeah, it's probably from like the week before.
Could be.
You could tell though, like they don't even try to hide it.
Yeah.
To be honest, they probably should have played into it and like owned up to it. You feel me? Like they intentionally make every pizza like half big, half not.
I don't know.
You should go to Chuck E. Cheese right now.
Why?
Like after this, just to sort of experience it again.
And just walk in. They
Yeah.
stamp my hand.
You need to be, I think, 18. I think that even if
Why?
like I don't know, I feel like even if you're a 17-year-old, like you walking in, you're 17, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like even if you walked in, they wouldn't let you in.
Good. That shit should be made primarily for parents and children. I don't want no teenagers walking into Chuck E. Cheese. Boy, what you doing over there?
Maybe they like the recycled pizza. It probably gives some different flavor. You know how like frozen pizza's different, or like microwave pizza.
Bro, I'm good off that.
Really?
I don't care. Flavor doesn't, just because it's a different flavor doesn't mean it's a good flavor.
Well, no, because that's up to personal preference. Maybe, I don't know. Is there any food that you feel like you personally like that others would find disgusting?
Yes.
Like what?
I mean, this one's pretty common, but some people don't like pickles on their burger, for example, or pineapple on their pizza. I think that shit's bust, bro.
Pickles on the burger.
Yeah. Why are you looking at me like
Nah,
that?
I've never tried that. I've never tried a pickle.
Oh my god.
You know what I get on my burger?
What?
I get meat and then 5 slices of American cheese. That's it.
Bro, you good?
Yeah. Why?
5?
Yeah, because I need to make up for like no.
Nah, you're
pickles and all
trolling.
that. Do you want to see my burger routine? I'll show you.
You have a burger routine?
What I just explained to you.
Nah, bro, I'm good, bro.
Bro, never.
You're eating a cheese sandwich?
To be honest, maybe that's why it's so good. It's just a grilled cheese with meat in it.
Oh.
Never get a burger from Mexico though.
Why?
I think they use too fresh of meat. I think
I think fresh meat can give you stomach problems, right? Is that what you're getting at?
I'm just getting at it tasting different, as in like all natural meat, like they just killed the cow in the back.
Hey, that's okay. That's good.
I personally, I think I'm just too
I
used
think
to
that
like
shit would be good.
the high sodium, high cholesterol food here.
Yeah,
Because it does
that
taste
low
good.
quality food.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm so accustomed to it that when I go to a place,
kind of funny.
yeah, when I go to a place that has like fresh food, which I did, it was like fresh, like
That's great.
they probably, they
Rode
did
in the
that-
backyard.
Yeah, they probably stamped the cow like 10 hours ago. It didn't taste that good. it just tasted weird. It tasted off. Maybe it was just a bad burger, but I took a bite, bro, and it fell apart in my hand too. It had like some, I don't know, is it called coleslaw? What's that like purple stuff that like, it's like shreds of
Red
paper.
cabbage.
Yeah, I think it was red cabbage, and like it all just fell apart. It looks so sad, but like I don't know. It was $10 too. It was a scam. Maybe it was just a bad burger because it was like in a resort type thing, and
Maybe you just don't get it. Like like it was probably like a delicacy. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't eat escargot, which is like a delicacy. That you know what that is?
No, I don't know.
It's like snails.
Oh, I think I've heard of it.
Yeah.
Who eats that?
I think it's a French delicacy.
Oh, okay.
Just because they highly value it doesn't mean I would enjoy it. So it's probably something like that. Like, okay, they have the fresh meat. Even though it sounds good to me, I don't know about you. They probably had like certain stuff in it that you would find nasty.
So kind of like,
But like other people would be like, damn, this is the best burger I ever had in my life.
yeah, I mean it was $10, bro. I would assume. So it's like us with McDonald's in a way. You feel me? I always see these European. I mean, what do you think of McDonald's?
I mean, it's convenient.
Would you go out of your way to eat it?
No,
No. Really?
I would not go out of my way.
You wouldn't like.
If I was on the road and I was like, let me grab something to eat, and there was a McDonald's next to an In-N-Out, which on Van Nuys there is, right? You know that?
Yeah.
There's the McDonald's
And then on
right
the
next
other
to
side.
Speakeasy,
Mm-hmm.
across from the In-N-Out and like the Chipotle. I'm not going to be like,
Starbucks.
man, I like McDonald's so much, I'm going to eat there. Like, no.
Okay.
It's convenient, though. I'm not saying it's bad, but
I mean,
it's there
yeah.
if you ever want it.
Like on the average road trip, I'd probably eat it like around 7 times.
Damn, bro.
No, like once maybe. Once.
Okay.
Back, forth. You know
So
what's
you
fun?
go from 7 to 1?
7 to 1 what?
Like, you just went from like, oh, I eat McDonald's 7 times in one
No,
single
more
sitting.
like 7 to 2. I
So-
mean, it depends. What do you consider a whole meal from McDonald's? Like 30 nuggets?
No. I think like a full McDonald's meal would be like a burger, fries, and like a drink.
A burger, fries, and
That's
drink.
my opinion. You don't have to go too far because it gets to a point where you start to feel terrible. Like you start to feel
Oh,
like
yeah,
shit.
you do.
Like if you eat too much, you start to feel like crap.
You just got poisoned.
So like something like from McDonald's, specifically McDonald's, because the food is already like lower quality. It's like you're putting in like soybean products, like a bunch of preservatives in your body, all at once. That a lot of it that could be bad for you, and make you feel bad after you eat it,
Yeah.
and like bloated and inflamed and stuff like that.
You know what's funny is they're killing us, but they're also keeping us alive, if you think about it.
I mean, bro,
You know how much like medicine has evolved?
what do you mean?
I don't think I'd be alive now in like 1820.
Why?
I don't know, because I have asthma. I've gotten pretty sick sometimes. Like even just last week, I was popping like Tylenols like crazy.
This might
bro.
be dumb to say, but is asthma a more recent thing, or is this stretched upon
I'll be
history?
honest, I don't know. Maybe
Because
it's
I
been
feel
stretched-
like, because I don't know, maybe it's a more recent thing because humanity has become like more soft. But then at the same time, it could just be completely flat out wrong, and that could like start off from the caveman era.
I'm thinking, if it was from history before,
Yeah.
I think it's one of those that would like spawn kill people.
It would.
Kind
That's
of
what
like
I'm thinking.
what else? Cancer. I feel like
Here's the thing. Cancer is way more common nowadays because there's so many things we have
Yeah,
that
yeah,
cause
I guess.
cancer.
yeah.
Like
But-
this can cause cancer with how much preservatives it has in it.
Is it that
I'm
much?
not saying this is gonna kill you right now,
Maybe
but
like
the ingredients
40
it has,
years.
if you consume that enough, it could give you some bad stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess you're right. I think, but like think about things like the sun. Maybe.
What about it?
Like people back then would die of cancer, but they die.
Oh, like
instantly.
skin cancer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, but they die pretty fast because there's nothing to save them. Like in the first place.
I mean, bro, look at it now. There's nothing to save you when you have cancer. With chemo and radiation, that shit only works like 20% of the time. Let's be honest.
It works a good amount of the time, actually. I just think that the problem is that sometimes people with cancer are either too old or it's progressed too far. I have
yeah, definitely.
My mom's friend. I don't know if this is like sensitive, but like she knows someone, and this dude has been suffering for like a while now. Like he's had a limp for like months, and turns out the entire time it was cancer.
Bone cancer?
I don't know.
Could
if
it be
bone cancer? I don't know. I don't know what type it was, but it's one of those things that like, you know, if you took him to go get chemotherapy, it's probably not gonna help. But a huge part of that is because he just never even asked for help. Who's calling me? Angel Diaz. Yeah, but I think it also depends on like, you know, how early you intervene. Because there's some cancers, like pancreatic cancer, I learned, by the time you see the effects, it's already so far deep that there's not much to prevent it. But something like skin cancer, you could tell pretty easily if you know what you're looking for. You could probably get rid of it.
You're getting burned up,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, you could probably like easily like clean it off type beat.
True. And you know what? I think that... Nah, let me not go there.
What were you going to say?
Nah, I was going to say something. I was going to say, like... I'm going to just say it. I think, like, the government and stuff is, like, holding us back when it comes to, like, cancer treatment. Because I'm pretty sure we found the cure to cancer before. But I'm pretty sure every time we do, somebody kills that person and, like, throws the blueprints in the fire. I'm not saying the government, but a lot of big companies...
Pharma, it would benefit them if cancer existed still.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, with that stuff, I don't... The problem is that every time I see this, maybe this could be part of the conspiracy. It's never been, like, an official source. It's always been, like, some Instagram post. And you could look into it, but, like, there's not much, like, research behind it. But I will say this. It would definitely benefit these big pharmaceutical companies to keep cancer. Because they get a lot of money from the... But they'd also get a lot of money from, like, whoever invents it. They'd also get a lot of money from a cure, you know, like
only one of them.
One of them. Yeah, but maybe
they would have to patent it. And you know what happens most of the time? They patent it, and then they lock it away so nobody else can use it. That's what I don't know who did it. There was I think PepsiCo or something. Somebody made something, and they instantly bought it for like 10 billion, maybe not 10 billion, 10 million, maybe 10 billion, I don't know. They instantly bought it, patented it, and then threw it away. So nobody could use it and nobody would know how to use it. It was something that put their business in like a bad situation.
Do you remember what it was?
I don't know. But it was something like that.
You could probably find that somehow.
And there was also another time when somebody invented a water-powered car, and oil companies immediately like set his house on fire and like completely annihilated him.
Is that real?
I think it was.
I've heard of that too, but I feel like it would have been recreated at this point. Isn't there a car company that's trying to do that now? The whole water stuff?
I don't know.
I think I've heard of a company.
I think if they try to do that and they're not a big company, like Ford or Toyota or something, like those are like the two biggest companies that come to mind. If it's not one of them, then they're probably like, if it's probably like trying like a new up and coming company, like I know there's like some car companies that are making new cars that you just never really see. But if it's one of those, they might, next thing you know, all of a sudden the headquarters just blew up. Like, no joke.
Yeah, no, definitely. But I also think, I'm assuming you know more about cars than me. Wouldn't it take a lot to get water to get a car to run? I think oil is very special. How much power?
I think it was like a steam-powered car.
Yeah, I don't know how well that would like really run though. Because Elon Musk has said before that you can't make a fully solar-powered car.
Yeah, it takes more energy to run than you get from the sun.
Yeah,
right.
And like you need like a whole like a trailer of like solar panels behind you. Like you can't use just the roof of the car. It's not enough. So, And then with I mean, maybe solar energy is weaker than water.
I
or
mean,
steam
bro,
power.
the Earth is like 70% water. We would have fuel for days.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, forever. I wonder how much oil we have though. I think we have like a lot, but obviously not as much water. But some of these countries, like Saudi Arabia,
Yeah.
I don't know how they have that much.
It's just because where they live, I think it has something to do with it.
It is, because I think what happened was
Like the
that
desert.
they were an ocean before, and there were a lot of fish, and so those fish ended up dying and they sunk. And
You know,
they have a lot of
bones.
oil.
It's actually a misconception from what I know that fossils don't create oil. It's actually plants that like decompose over time that create oil. So it's actually like vegetation that becomes oil.
I actually heard. I've never heard
I'm
that.
pretty sure fossils don't actually make oil.
I agree. I don't think I've ever heard that fossils create fuel. I've heard that it's like
Another
pee
thing,
and poo.
I don't know.
Like
Another thing, I mean, think about it. How do we have dinosaur bones if they should be oil, right?
no.
Why?
Why would a bone be oil?
That's what they say. They say like dinosaurs, their bones decompose and turn into oil. That's
I've
what they
never
say.
heard that.
Oh, okay.
I've heard it's their pee. Like they.
I've never heard that.
Really? That's why when you were saying how like they said that fossils turn into oil, I was like, I've never heard that personally. I don't, maybe like a certain aspect, like maybe the marrow inside turns into oil, but I mean, I learned about bones today actually in class. I just never have heard that they turn into oil. Me personally.
Dang. Maybe
Your
I'm
fourth grade
forgetting a
teacher.
detail, or you're just
Now your second grade
extremely
teacher
wrong.
like gaslit you or something. Trying to convince the. Nah, yeah, I never heard that. But the whole pee thing is what I've always heard. But I guess plants is also possible.
Yeah. To me, it makes more sense.
There are more plants than animals, right?
Hell yeah. There's
How
plants
much
in the
more?
ocean.
Yeah, true. I mean, there's animals in the ocean too. But there's more
Oh,
plants,
okay.
huh?
Probably
think,
more plants.
Like kelp. You've seen how tall it can get?
seaweed, kelp.
Yeah, those things are like. They probably have like some NBA league down there. But maybe there are more plants than animals. Because if you also think about it, a lot of plants are what feed animals.
Oh,
So in
there
a
you go.
way, you have to have more plants.
Yep, definitely.
Right? I mean, some of the things we're feeding animals nowadays, though, isn't really plants, bro.
Yeah, I heard they feed pigs. Like, do you know what I'm getting at right now?
I just
think
know
they
they feed them trash.
Yeah, exactly. Trash, like garbage.
Yeah. And
I'm pretty sure they literally feed them like pieces of shredded up paper and like garbage.
I mean, if you
straight
think
garbage.
about it, paper is plant eventually. It comes from the tree.
It comes from a tree, yeah, but
But
I
it's
don't
not
know
the
if I
same.
would
Yeah,
call it
no,
paper.
but
I would
I have heard like they just feed them like a bunch of random stuff. And
you know what's crazier?
what?
If you ever buy pork, you're buying.
Make sure it's halal.
Besides that, if you ever buy like pig meat, think about that pig was eating garbage
Yeah.
its whole life.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think they found they found microplastics in our blood. And
How?
A lot. What do you mean how? Like how it got there or how
Yeah.
they found it? Oh, well, it got there through what we eat.
Dang, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
You could look that up. They
I believe you.
Yeah, they found it. They've been finding it everywhere. Microplastics. I think it's one of those things we can't get rid of that. You know, I told my cousin we should create this huge magnet that's like the size of Earth, and we put it up in space, and it somehow sucks the plastic out.
That's
But
impossible.
obviously, yeah, that's not possible. So I
You
think
want to
it's-
make a magnet the size of Earth, you would have to
find more material than
you would
Earth.
have to
Yeah.
find the amount of like magnetic, what is it called, like
the frequency that plastic.
no
runs at.
I'm saying the metal that they make magnets out of.
What do they make magnets out of? This?
No,
It's something.
it's like it's not magnesium. that's a
Maybe it is.
nutrient. It's not.
Oh yeah, magnesium. That's like pre-workout.
No, it's something. I forgot right now. I'm having a brain fart. But you would need that much, and it wouldn't even collect the plastic. Your idea doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I know it doesn't make sense. I'm just now because that thought made me realize that. have a
Nah, I
tomato
think we
sauce
would have
called
to
Prego.
abandon.
We can't do anything about it. Microplastic
Yeah,
is just gonna
at
be
this point,
here.
it's already impossible. Damage is done.
If like
Even
you
if
kill-
we abandoned Earth and we went to a different planet,
Yeah, no,
which
it's
probably
just
wouldn't
here.
happen. It's in our blood.
Yeah, that's. I mean, but it's not like it'll pass on to our children necessarily. If we really wanted to, we could send people up to Mars.
I
Have
don't
them
think we could
procreate.
for a long time.
Oh,
You want to talk about that?
No, well,
Space?
We'll talk about that right now, but I think that'll be like within the next 80 years. But for this,
Could be.
for the microplastics. Yeah, no, we just kind of ruined. I don't. Maybe you don't want to say ruined, but we've definitely left our
No.
mark. If we all died right now and there wasn't a species for 200 million years, eventually one would come and they'd find microplastics. Once
Yep.
they got sophisticated enough. You just can't get rid of that until they build my giant magnet. But no, eventually we'll be able to do that. We'll be able to duplicate stuff, I think. But okay, like more realistically.
You think we'll be able to duplicate stuff?
Eventually.
I
And
don't
you
think
know,
it's
this is gonna
possible.
sound crazy, but I mean, do you think someone 2,000 years ago would have imagined like recording a voice?
2,000 years ago? Dang, I don't know.
They'd probably kill you.
I know this isn't
that's why they called
I know
people
this
witches.
isn't that recent though. Like,
Microphones?
yeah,
It's pretty recent. Like if you compared to human history, this is like 100 to 200 years old.
yeah, I think you're right.
But like that's why they called people witches back then. Is like when they would like say some of this crazy stuff. They'd be like,
nobody would.
"Oh, I have
Nobody would
pictures.
say this.
We're gonna have 4K cameras," and then they'd like put them on the cross. They really hated innovation. Once people started like taking shrooms, I think society started healing, or just like kind of stopped caring. Like the Renaissance, I think. If you think about it, so much of this
the
is new, bro.
Renaissance.
This watch, it may seem like one of the simplest things here, but it's
This is
so
old
new.
technology.
Yeah,
It's a clock.
a clock. They're new.
People have been able to tell time for over 1,000
Okay,
years.
telling time is different from the clock. Because
No,
this
it's the
has like
same.
mechanics. This is industrial
It's
revolution.
like gears and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That's industrial revolution. That's like 200 years ago.
Maybe you're
Yeah.
right. I don't know.
I think we've
I
always
know
had
telling
time.
time isn't new.
You know what we would do? We would put the sticks in the ground and then we'd.
Oh, the sun.
The sun. But I mean, it'd do the same thing, but that's like different, bro. You know
Uh-huh.
how complicated watches are?
Yeah, it's like a bunch of little gears.
Yeah.
All like spinning each other.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. The gears are interesting. I think they like half each other. So like if you have one spinning like at 10,000
Mhm.
and then another one right here, it'll go like 500, then another that'll
You
be
just said
250.
10,000 to 500. I don't get it.
I meant I
5,000.
said 10,000? Yeah, 10,000 to 5,000.
Uh-huh.
And then the next one would be 2,500 and then 1,125. Or yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I heard that's what I heard. And so eventually you'll get to one that's like one every 10,000 years.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah, I think something like that. I'm thinking about it now. That kind of seems dumb, because shouldn't they all be the same speed? I don't know though. That's I would have to do more research on that.
I don't
But-
think it would work like that. I think it wouldn't all be the same speed, but after a while it would become slower, just because let's say the motor is right here.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's say a motor is right here spinning the gear.
Yeah.
You don't expect the motor right here to be spinning at the same speed as the gear with the motor attached to it. Does that make sense? Like the gear right here won't be the same speed as
Yeah.
this one. If they're all like connected by like gears in between.
Yeah, or like rods and stuff. It'd be slower.
It would be slower.
Yeah. Yeah, it works in some way. There's an equation you could do, but
There's an equation
Mars.
for everything.
yeah, like because this is new. You know what else is gonna be like new soon is Mars. I think it's gonna be in like 80 years. I think here I'm calling it now. The
I don't
first.
think our generation is gonna be on Mars.
You don't think so?
Like I don't. No. There's gonna be a select few amount of people, but I don't think everybody we know, like everybody you know from school, or everybody you see in your daily life, is gonna have access to Mars. It's only gonna be a very small amount of people, I think. In
Really?
80 years, and then maybe in 150 years, then it will be so common. Like, oh yeah, let me go to Mars route.
My family up in Mars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might even be more rare to be on Earth than to
Eventually.
be at Mars.
People on Earth are gonna be superior though.
I agree.
You
Well,
know, no, because of the gravity. I'm talking physically.
oh, physically,
Gravity
right.
is heavier here. I was thinking about this the other day. You go up to Mars, you're like 1.4 times stronger than the average dude there.
There's an
You
easy
go to
fix
Mars
to
right
that.
now, you could.
There's an easy fix to that,
What
I
is it?
think.
What?
I think you just have to wear weighted clothing
In Mars.
like Goku.
Yeah. He does that?
Yeah, he wears weighted clothing.
Yeah, but that'd kind of be annoying, I feel like.
It would be the
do that.
same.
Yeah, you could do that. But like, look, you're going through all this extra effort just to be on the same level as some dude from New York.
I'm gonna go live on Jupiter. Nah, you know that's not possible, right?
Why?
There's the core. The Jupiter doesn't have a core.
So what
There's
does that
no
mean?
There's nothing on Jupiter that's solid. You will fall straight through.
Really? It's
Yeah.
complete gas?
It's complete gas.
Really?
Pure gas. I don't even know how it's
Like
a planet shape.
yeah.
It's literally gas. There's no core. You could fall straight through it hypothetically if
you don't
you could
burn.
survive.
And so there's no gravitational pull? Or
No, there
is,
is.
right? Yeah, because that's how it's a sphere. Is it heavy?
Yeah, it's really heavy.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. These are interesting questions. But yeah, apparently there's no core on Jupiter. You could fall
that's
straight
interesting.
through hypothetically if you
It'd
went
probably suck you in.
on one side and went out the
I mean, no, you couldn't go through.
because even once you got to the middle, you'd
You're
be
stuck
held
there.
in the
Yeah,
middle.
you'd be
But I'm
become
just
the
saying
core.
you could go through if
Yeah.
Jupiter has a dense core of
Heavy elements?
so. It's actually solid.
Yeah, it is actually solid.
Damn, my teacher
Is it-
lied to me.
What's your teacher, bro?
I'm not gonna call him out, but he lied to me.
It's super thick and super dense.
Really?
That makes sense. It's a small core. It has
Yeah.
to be dense.
So, but it's still gas though, right?
Yeah.
Everything else is gas. So okay, my teacher
It's
lied
like
to
soup?
Yeah, it's like soup, like molten soup in the middle.
Interesting.
me. Damn.
Dang, bro, your teacher's.
That boy
Should've-
capping.
yeah,
He
man.
shouldn't be telling me these
If he
things
doesn't
if
have
it's
personal
not true.
experience. He should have gone up there and tested it out himself, bro.
That's true.
No, yeah. I think the best teachers are the ones that like they
They
recreate-
have personal experience.
Yeah.
They go to Jupiter.
You know those teachers, they walk in with like that raspy voice. I served in like the Vietnam War. I had a
Nah,
teacher that
bro.
still called Russia the Soviet Union.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he retired. He was my English teacher. His name was Mr. Block. But like that dude, when the war first started, he'd be like, Soviet Union is invading Ukraine. No, he didn't have an accent. I don't know why I give him an accent. He's from Boston. But yeah, he still called Soviet Union. I thought that was really interesting. Because that was its name. It wasn't even like, there was no Armenia, bro. It was Yerevan, USSR. Or CCR, I think is what they called it. Something like that. But,
Dang.
yeah. I mean, are you bummed out about Jupiter? That means you could go up there. You could probably train up there.
Yeah, I'm pretty
We're-
bummed out.
You know what? Eventually, we're going to be able to live.
I'm sad. I'm not sad. I'm like disappointed that
Dr. King?
No, that's not his
No,
name.
that's-
I'm like, how could he lie to me? How could I spread
Go up
this
to him.
false
Maybe.
information?
What if...
Yeah,
well, I
I'ma
guess
press him.
Google can't be wrong.
I'm gonna press him. I'm gonna be like, hey, why you lying to me? I just found out
What class is it? What do you learn in that class?
physics.
Physics.
Yeah,
Dang, so like that's even worse.
exactly.
Maybe
It's
he just
spreading
like
false
doesn't
information.
like, and maybe since it's soup, is it liquid?
Yeah,
It's like
liquid.
molten
May-
liquid.
it says it's semi-solid.
So it's probably
So
like,
it's like
like a muffin?
no,
like a cake.
no. It's like
Like,
it's made out of liquid metal.
yeah,
Mm.
like putty. I
Mm.
said that. It's
Oh, like that?
Yeah.
Oh, I felt putty. I always wanted to
Like
taste
melted metal.
Yeah,
I
no,
think
I
that's
feel
what
it,
it would be
yeah.
like.
Maybe that's what he meant. Maybe he meant like if you fall through and then stuck through the core and slowly.
I doubt it. I'm pretty sure I remember him saying it's pure gas.
Dang. I mean, how would that even work? Until they find a gas planet, then I'll change my mind. But
Yeah.
I mean, how would it? I don't know.
You know, Neptune is also gas. At
What
this
were the
point, I
gas
don't know if
giants?
it's pure gas, but no. Okay, I know Saturn. Saturn does have a core, and I know that. And I think it has a surface, but that is a gas giant, right? So
Really?
it's Jupiter, Saturn. That's all I know.
Earth.
No,
It'd be
Yes.
cool if it- yeah.
I
Earth-
think
we
Earth
have a
is the
gas
only
layer.
planet with water, but On Mars,
There's ice.
there's ice. So
Mhm.
technically, they had water before.
Yeah, bro. There's probably some animals. There's definitely. Do you think there's aliens on Mars?
No.
No.
On Mars, no.
Yeah, because we'd know, right?
Yeah, it would be
'cause-
obvious.
Yeah, we have cameras up there and all that, bro. It's very
Exactly.
secure. Yeah, maybe underneath the surface, maybe in that ice, there's like a fish up there, like the chosen one.
Dude, maybe onto something.
Yeah. I don't know, you
And
never
here
know.
comes Elon Musk. He says he wants to nuke
Okay,
Mars.
what's up? I
And then
agree.
all of a sudden, all of the
All the fish.
possibly the fish get nuked.
That Nah, that
I doubt there's fish.
You know what? Now I kind of disagree with the whole nuke. I don't know. Maybe I'm taking my own little theory too far. But what if there is something down
I just
there?
feel like that's a dumb idea.
Fish.
No. Yes.
Oh,
no.
nuking
The
Mars.
nukes, yeah.
Oh, you think that's dumb? I agreed. I was full send with that, bro.
Bro, because it doesn't make sense to me. Like, how are we going to live there when there's freaking
Oh, nuclear
radiation waste?
He said only the poles, though.
So we're going to have, like, nuclear water?
I guess.
It's contaminated, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he's thinking of like some new sort of like bomb. What is that even possible? Is it possible to have an explosion with no radiation? Like a stick of dynamite?
I don't think that's possible. Because I think the chemical reaction that happens when something
has to release it.
explodes releases some sort of energy. And that energy is like,
It builds up if like you have a nuke.
yeah.
It's like
There's
way
a
higher.
lot of energy in a nuke. And then, I mean, they take like nuclear atoms and they like break them apart. And that's what creates an explosion. Right? Yeah. Caesar off
Okay.
camera like saying yeah.
Yeah, and then that's that radiation. Yeah, I mean, thinking about it now, I don't know. That I feel like Elon Musk is like
Like he's smart,
he,
but
maybe he's
that
too
idea is kind of
impulsive.
dumb.
I feel bad for him sometimes. I think he gets too much hate. Some people are weird. When you're that famous, you just have people nagging all the time.
I mean, yeah, but just ignore them.
I don't think it's that simple, bro.
Why not?
Because I feel like it happens so much that it's like, it's like getting like poked. Like if I did this to you every day, it's not like I'm punching you, but this is just, you're just gonna get annoyed, bro. One day you're just gonna break and you're gonna scream.
That
because,
shit's
like,
all fake, though.
Online threats.
The
and
internet, yeah. The internet is fake.
stuff? Yeah.
Nothing that they say is actually
like
facts.
legitimate. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, because there's a screen. I was learning about this in class today. Is how it's very easy to find people's information online.
Extremely easy. This
Yeah.
is gonna sound weird. It's gonna sound really weird, but I don't even know if I should say
You
this.
can say anything, right? Don't-
I went to the cemetery recently,
Okay.
and I looked at some of the heads. I don't know why I did this. This is kind of menace energy. Okay, like some weird shit. But yeah, hey, I did it. Anyway, I went to the cemetery, and I would see the headstones of people, and like this one specific person interested me. So I literally typed his name in on the internet and found all his information, his family members, where he lived. It's crazy.
Where was that dude from?
Here.
And
Yeah.
how old is he?
Oh, he was like 85 or something.
Dang, how'd you find? Wait, what? How'd you find his info?
I don't know. I'm telling you.
And it was him.
It was him. It was
100%.
literally him. All of the information, the day he was born was equal to the headstone one. It was him.
Did it have the day he died?
I don't remember. Probably. But it had all his information. His car, what type of car he drove, where he lived, who his family members were.
Where?
That's what's crazy.
Why
You could
was this
find anybody's-
recorded? Was it like social
Well, yeah,
media?
social security and shit, right?
Oh, it tells you that? I
Yeah,
didn't
it
know.
has all of your information.
Maybe it only tells you after you die.
Yeah, obituaries. That's what they're called,
Obituaries.
Like after you die, people will either put up websites and make like a little plus.
I'm gonna have mine like say like I drove. I'm gonna have like 10 cars on there instead of just one. And I think I try to flex as much.
I
as
know.
possible.
I know. That was a kind of a weird, crazy story, but I'm just saying that's the thing.
What about him struck out to you?
His name.
What was it? Do you remember? I'm
I
assuming-
think he was Korean. His name was Tak Ro Lee. Something.
Tack Rolly. Tack.
Now his family member is
Just
gonna see the
Tack.
podcast and be like, "What the, like, bro? What the hell?"
Mr. Rolly. Dang. I mean, just the name?
Yeah, it sounded.
Interesting. You know, cemeteries are kind of sad, bro. I feel like.
Yeah, you're literally walking on top of a bunch of deceased people.
Really? I go to the column ones.
Oh.
I go to the ones where it's like walls. But there was this one
And then
kid.
they're right across the wall.
Yeah. There was this one kid that he was like my age.
Uh-huh.
That was scary. I was like, dang, bro. Never know. What's that one song? The Bad Bunny song.
Oh, here's a question. Here's a podcast-worthy question.
What?
If I offered you $10 million, would you take it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But I don't wake up tomorrow? No.
I think I told you this one before.
I've heard it. Oh, okay.
Oh, you
well,
heard-
I'll
I
let
think
you
I told
finish.
you.
I'll let you finish. Oh,
Yeah. So if I offer you 10 mil, would you take it?
yeah.
And then obviously everybody would say yeah. But the catch is you don't wake up tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no.
So that means your life is worth more than anything. Because
Yeah.
you would never trade it for anything.
You know what I thought about, though?
What?
Someone is more likely to think about it if you offer 10 million, but they don't wake up next year than tomorrow. Because even though it's technically less value per day, since now you're offering 10 million for a whole year instead of just a day,
Yeah.
it's more a question on time. I could offer you $10 trillion and you don't wake up tomorrow, you'd still say no. Because the money doesn't matter. It's the amount of time.
Yeah, how are you going to use it?
Yeah. So, but if I offered
That just means money isn't real.
no, more like time is more important over everything.
Nah, I'm just bullshitting.
Okay. Nah, I'd like to say money isn't real because I'm poor, right? So it's like something copium. Sometimes I treat, I kind of meat ride rich people sometimes.
Well, like
feel me? Like I defend them.
Like, okay, like if you have like a rich cousin, you're going to be like, you
Be
could
to
hang
fingers
out
in
in my
Texas.
room. You could play on my
No,
my
not like that. More
computer.
like defending them. Like if someone's ever like, dude, I hate billionaires. I'm like, well, they kind of worked hard. You have to hustle to be a billionaire. It's not easy. Now, if they're a good person or not, that depends. But it's pretty hard. And also some people don't understand it's not cash. I used to not understand that. I didn't know what net worth was. My cousin, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna put this on him kind of. He didn't explain what net worth was well enough, I don't think. Now if someone asked me, I just explain to them
how much money they're worth, all of their assets.
Yeah, no, that's what my cousin was trying to
houses
explain.
they have.
I didn't understand that. I'd tell them, you have $10, that's it. You have a net worth of 10. You buy
If
a
that's
pen.
literally all you have to your name.
Yeah, if that's all, that's why I like.
you don't even have clothes.
No, you're naked.
All you have is a $10 bill
You're
and
a
nothing.
homeless man. Maybe you have some heroin in your bloodstream.
No,
You
that
have a
doesn't count.
$10 bill. That's your net worth, $10. You buy a pen for $5 and it's still new in the packaging. Your net worth
is still
$10. That's how I would explain it, because they'd be like, oh, but you only have 5? Well, yeah, but you have a pen with 5. But then
Yeah.
you open that pen, it devalues. But then that pen is used by like Obama, and now it appreciates.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how I'd explain it. But my cousin was trying to tell me about assets and stock.
He's not wrong though. It's just
No, he's
confusing when you
Yeah,
explain
when
it to somebody who
You're
has
like
no
8.
clue.
Yeah, I was like, dude, what does that even mean? Yeah, I just thought net worth was like bank.
Oh,
Like Elon Musk.
I used to
had,
think
like,
that too.
I mean, Elon Musk wasn't even that big when I was growing up.
I was like, oh, you have a net worth of $1 million, so that means you have $1 million in your bank account.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
no.
everyone in LA I think is a millionaire, if you own a house.
Yeah, at least, yeah.
Yeah, that's just houses are way too expensive to like not be a millionaire. I guess if you don't own the house, but well, that's what I said, right? If you own a house,
Yep, that's what you said.
you're a millionaire. You have to be. I think real estate is huge. That's what my dad told me.
It is. I mean, there's more and more people every single day.
Mm-hmm.
So
But they're
where
not
are they
here.
gonna go?
Nigeria. That's where they're all.
No, you know where they can go?
Where?
You know,
America.
Russia. All of that land is like unoccupied. Nobody lives there.
That's because it's
That-
forest.
Yeah,
Oh,
but they could go there,
we said the
chop down a
homeless-
tree.
bro. There's-
No,
we send the
obviously
homeless
nobody's
men
gonna
up there.
pay for their plane ticket. But I'm just saying, let's say you wanted to escape from society, you just fly to Russia, you just drive for like 2 days straight, into the forest and you just live there in a log cabin. You know what's crazy? I bet somebody did that before.
No, I've seen a video. Some Asian dude, since like that part of Asia, that part of Russia's in Asia. Some dude, he did that up there. He would like chop. He
And
said
you can do that.
he would chop his own trees because if
The
not,
only
he'd freeze to
problem
death.
is
It's cold.
is you can't have a phone. You can't have electricity. You basically gotta live the old-fashioned way.
Not even old-fashioned way. Harder than old-fashioned because it's cold up there. It was super cold.
True.
I think there's gonna be some dictator that'll eventually send like a marginalized group up there, like an Alexander Lukashenko. Do you know who that is?
Yep.
I
That
can't
is
believe they have a
the-
dictator.
Yeah.
It's the dictator of Belarus. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
impossible to
Mhm.
dethrone him. I don't get that. I don't know. I'd bomb them. You know, I used to always say that unironically. I saw no repercussion to bombing a country if I didn't like them. I'd always question, like,
You know why that's a problem?
why?
Because other allied countries will get
well,
mad at you.
I understand now.
And now they'll attack you.
Hmm. But like back then, I'd be like, why don't we just bomb? Who was like a threat? Like China. That's when I said a lot. I
Yeah.
was like, why don't we just bomb China?
Okay,
if they're
all of
gonna
our
beat
stuff
us, bro?
all of our stuff is from China though.
We're transitioning though. We're transitioning more to Mexico.
Yeah, we're transitioning to making our own stuff and getting it from other places. But before, China made everything. I bet you this is from China. I bet you it is.
Do you want to bet?
Okay, no, not actually. It probably is though. I'm just saying. You have to read it down here.
I mean, I don't think the bottle would say, would it? What does it say? Does it say something?
It doesn't say that it's made in China.
Bottle design MA3086. What country is that?
The point is that you can't just
Manufactured and distributed by Sunny Daylight Beverages,
okay.
Stamford, Connecticut, USA.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
that's
All right,
just-
you got me.
maybe.
That's why I
Alright.
didn't want to bet. But
What if there's some
point is,
obscure
you
tag?
can't just bomb places that
Yeah.
you don't like.
Yeah,
It's
man,
just very big repercussions.
Mm-hmm. I mean, back
And
then.
also, what's the point? Let's just pretend. All right, let's just say Russia has 10,000 nukes, and somehow they probably have more than that. I think the amount of nukes they actually have is classified information.
I think it's official. I think they're over.
I think they're hiding it.
Really? Why?
They're either overshooting it or they're
undershooting.
undershooting it by a lot.
I think they're over. All right, but you keep.
No, I don't think they're overshooting it because here's the thing. They were like one of the first places to discover that stuff.
Russia has 5,889.
The number just keeps going down. Did you know that?
Yeah. I swear it was like 8,000.
Yeah, no, it goes down because they don't need them. And
So they're just
they
giving
get
them
rid
away?
of, USA does that. We either give them away or just
Sell
get
them
rid of them.
or just
'Cause we don't
that
need 'em.
sounds pretty dangerous.
Yeah, I guess.
How do they get rid of
I don't
them?
know. Well, the America does that. I think you could find that information out, right? How do they get rid of bombs? Because I mean, you can't just.
Where do you put them?
I don't know. Imagine going up to like Belarus and like, here, have 3,000 nukes. Like, I don't think they do that. I think they just somehow find a way to. Yeah, but the number keeps going down. China's went down. USA's went down.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
They bury them.
Bury them.
They bury them. See, that's
Does
what I
that
was
count?
thinking there. Do they not give off radiation? And if they don't, can't they still explode?
Yeah, they can. I guess they probably find.
They
a way
probably
to look them up.
deactivate
Because
them.
why would they want it to explode if it's in there? Unless it's like some like Switzerland where like they invade or some other country invades, they just detonate them all.
Bro, that would cause an earthquake, like a big earthquake.
Not
If a
that
nuclear bomb exploded underground, it would probably
Yeah, it depends on the size. I guess.
shake the floor. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I mean, you were saying how you don't know if it's a good or a bad thing. I think it's a good thing. It just means we don't. I mean, we don't need them.
Yeah, we're just
We just-
burying
bro, you could-
thousands of nukes. Yeah.
Okay,
oh yeah.
I guess if
See,
you
that's
say
why
it
I'm
like
saying
that.
it's a bad thing. It's a good thing because that means they're less reliant on ever needing to use nukes. But at the same time, it's like they're just the way they're disposing of them is they're just burying them. That's probably not a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that I don't know. People are gonna find those in the future.
Yep,
not
they're gonna
know
find
what
them.
it is.
No, they'll know.
That's the problem with dude.
Why wouldn't they?
I mean,
Do you think
What if in the future our nukes,
We're
because
just gonna
history can get deleted very easily.
How?
What do you mean?
The
how?
internet gets deleted or something? Like, what are you talking
that'll
about?
happen. I think eventually there'll be like some.
What about
online
libraries?
terrorist. Bro, libraries are way easier. Look at the whole Library of Alexandria. I think that's what it was called. They burned down the whole library, and then guess what? We lost so much information.
You know, there's tons and tons of information in like an archive inside of the White House or like any
What if
type of.
What if the Canadians like?
I
bombed
don't
the
know
White
what
House
it's
again?
called. Of course, my memory is letting me down when I'm sitting in front of a microphone, but it's this big, giant library inside of the White House that has every book known to man.
How'd that be? I'm gonna make a book right now, and they won't have it.
Okay, yeah. Every important book,
Okay. How big is that library?
massive, and it's underground. I forgot what it's
That's
called.
sick.
Like I said, I don't remember anything.
They have those in Minecraft.
What?
Ever been to like the stronghold and like they have like these massive
Oh,
libraries
yeah.
underground? Yeah, that's what I'm imagining right now. Some spiders, skeleton men in there. That's pretty lit. Yeah, no, that's a good idea. The more secret libraries we make, the better. Because
Yeah.
in the case of like
But like, yeah.
the second rising of Hitler.
Okay. Like,
I mean, that's serious. That's what, because of World War II, we don't know how the Spinosaurus stands. Because it was in like some paper that was like burned, I think, by the Nazis. Something related to World War II, I'm pretty sure. And
I'm pretty
because of
sure a
that, we don't know.
Spinosaurus would stand on all four legs.
Yeah, but some people think all two, and we don't have we don't
That's
know.
obviously ridiculous.
I mean, the T-Rex stands on two.
Yeah, but the T-Rex isn't as long as a Spinosaurus.
I guess, yeah, you're right. But, I mean, that's one of the examples. Unless we found out now, but...
Did you know that birds, you might already know this, but every single bird in general is more related to dinosaurs than any other thing?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Birds are the closest thing to dinosaurs on the planet.
Yeah, I've heard that.
So, like, a chicken or a pigeon or anything is a dinosaur, technically.
I don't think technically, but I think very close.
Yeah, literally they're dinosaurs, which is weird.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, yeah. They're just the small ones that survived. Do you think, give us 50,000 years, we could turn, like, a peacock into a velociraptor?
No. It takes millions and millions of years for evolution.
We're going to find a way to speed it up.
Because, I mean, dinosaurs lived 300 million years ago, and some even older than that. Oh, it's not 50,000 years, but like a million, or not even 1 million, like 100 million at least. And I bet you humans.
Some dinosaurs are from 70 million years ago. It's 70 to 300 million.
Yeah, but
I
they're
think
the
300 million.
less cool dinosaurs.
Really? The newer ones?
Yeah,
the new gen?
The new gen dinosaurs are like shit. I'm talking about the badass ones like T-Rex and stuff. They're the old ones.
Uh-huh. Oh, gee.
As time goes on, it seems like everything just gets softer and softer and weaker. I mean, think about humans. We used to be like gorillas, like gorilla strength.
Yeah, but you know what we
Like
traded
cavemen.
it for? We
Like-
traded it for knowledge.
No,
Yeah? Our brain got way bigger.
actually, you're right.
Dude, I don't know. It depends. It's really like pick your like strength. Do you want to be like just a muscular man?
Not even muscular, just strong. I mean,
Yeah,
a
sure.
cavemen would hunt
They probably threw
Big creatures.
spears. They probably were able to throw spears.
like a group of like 30 cavemen could take out a woolly mammoth. You think a group of 30 average dudes could take down a woolly mammoth?
well, we'd
Maybe
have
if they had
guns.
freaking guns.
Yeah.
But
See?
they had spears. They would throw that shit.
Well, now we have like heavy snipers. We
Okay,
one
yeah,
shot
they
its
could probably
target.
shoot a rocket at the woolly mammoth and then it would die. But I mean, And-
What?
hand-to-hand combat, you could clearly see that.
Yeah.
We've gotten much softer.
Yeah, for sure. You think if you put a UFC fighter against like the average caveman, who would win? Genuinely,
Caveman.
really?
Even if you put John Jones, probably the best fighter in the UFC, I think the caveman would rock him.
Really?
Yeah, I think he would.
The average caveman? Nah, like
The average caveman was like a freaking tank. I don't
Nah,
know if
you
you know what the average caveman did.
I don't.
They
What
could
is-
probably-
Do you know?
They could probably grab your head and crush it with their bare hands. I'm just saying that's how strong they were. I know that that was out of pocket, but I'm just saying.
That makes sense. Thinking about it now, yeah, huh? I don't know, but like, because they definitely had like tears as well. Maybe what we should compare them to is chimpanzees.
Maybe. But I don't think that we evolved from monkeys. I don't think we evolved from any type of monkey. I think humans are just humans.
Well,
because,
I think
bro,
there's a chain.
If humans were monkeys, then how are monkeys still existent? Like,
Well,
wouldn't we if we evolved from them, how would they still be here?
We evolved from. I don't think we evolved from monkeys. We evolved.
I don't
We're
think
very similar to chimpanzees. We had a
We're
common
similar.
ancestor. Okay, look, think of it like this: we had a common ancestor, and then it split into two. One was chimpanzee, one is human.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine by me if you want
But
to
that
say
common
that.
ancestor doesn't exist anymore. It doesn't.
It could be fake. It could just be that's what they want to teach you. Bro, think about it like
We have
this.
evidence, though. That's the thing. We have evidence of this common.
You just said
ancestor.
we don't.
When did I say we don't?
You just said
he
it doesn't exist.
No, it doesn't exist. It went extinct, but we have like its bones.
Well, think about it like this. I mean, how does a chicken from a T-Rex turn into a chicken? Like,
how does a chicken turn? To
like I'm not saying, but their ancestors.
They all had one common ancestor, and it split all the way, and eventually one was a chicken, one was a T-Rex.
I don't know.
A chicken did not come from a T-Rex. Clearly,
Not-
very
Not
obviously.
actually, but you know what I'm getting.
They came from the
They're
same
related.
family, and you could tell when you look at a chicken and a T-Rex, if you were to make them the same size, they have very similar
Shapes.
similar mannerisms.
Yeah, they have a similar
Their legs?
skeleton.
Yeah, their legs.
They have a similar shape.
Mhm.
The only thing that most dinosaurs don't have is wings like chickens do.
Mhm. They had feathers, but that's it.
Yeah, they had feathers.
I mean, to be honest, like how effective are chicken wings? They're
They
good
could
at-
help a chicken glide. They could glide from places.
Yeah, but is that it?
I think that's their attack mechanism is to flutter their wings like really fast.
Really? I thought it was like pecking.
Or that.
You know, chickens are Chinese. What time is it?
It is 6:21.
You know, chickens are Chinese.
I didn't know that.
Really? Yeah, I heard. Guess they're from some place in China where there was a bunch of every year there was a bunch of seeds that would drop, and so the population of chicken would like skyrocket and then go back down once the winter came.
It's from Southeast Asia.
Southeast Asia? Is it in China though?
So,
I could have
like-
sworn they were Chinese.
I don't know if that's in China.
Southeast Asia, but part
So
of it
that's
is
like the
in China.
Philippines?
Yeah, but I think
Or
also
India.
partially. So, oh yeah, 'cause Southeast.
Because I'm
no,
thinking
not
of the
India.
South.
I think India is more like South Central, Southwest. I think Southeast is more Philippines, but then the
Like
Philippines
around
are
there,
an
the islands.
yeah, but I don't think they're islands creatures. I think they're from mainland Southeast, which would be some of China, some of like Vietnam, Laos.
Like Thailand and shit.
Yeah,
I'm not a geographer, but
yeah.
Malaysia and Thailand.
oh, yes sir, Thailand. Bro, you see me, bro. I just said I'm not a geographer, but when the answer is right, I'm like, yeah, I called it.
1 for 17, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Nah, that's interesting. Yeah, chickens are from there. They're kind of like universal though now, right? There's some animals that like thanks to like food, like shipments, they could live anywhere.
Nah, that's another thing too. Is like, I'm pretty sure from bringing animals from one place to another that like really messed up, like, habitats and environments. Like I think like certain bugs shouldn't be in certain areas, and the only reason why those bugs are there is because let's say a chicken was infected from Thailand with some sort of bug from Thailand, and it was like a leech, and then that chicken was imported to like Africa or something. I think that bug will expand and live in Africa and Thailand, and then let's say that bug now gets imported on accident to like America, for example. Now, for some reason, we have animals that shouldn't exist, and it is messing with us and stuff. It's like ruining our crops and stuff.
Have you heard of the lanternfly? I think it is called the red spot. It doesn't affect
I
us.
don't know
It
what that
affects the people in the Northeast, like Philadelphia, like I think like Pennsylvania. I think
I don't know what that is specifically, but
It's a really invasive species from China that attacks our trees.
yeah, there you go.
And you know, we here in the LA region we have one, right? It's like the most annoying one. It's from China.
What are you talking about? The
It's
bug?
mosquito.
There you go.
See, there's two types of mosquitoes. There's the Californian one, and then there's the Chinese one. And the Chinese one is like faster, smarter, and it could penetrate clothes. And that's the one that like bites you like every summer. It's been getting bad these recent years because it's
Yeah.
a new species, right? It hasn't been here that long. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know where these animals go, dude. They're probably like underground right now.
No, they're probably chilling out on a lamp somewhere.
Waiting for next season. How do they last?
Oh, you mean
Like,
that's
like
what you
wait
mean.
until summer? How do they like?
Well,
They'll know when it's summer, but how do they last till then?
yeah, that's a good question.
Like scavengers, maybe. Like they don't bite no one. They just hide in the trees.
Maybe
You know.
I don't know. Maybe they find a nest.
Yeah. No, I think I don't know if every animal does this, but I know one bug. I think they're locusts. I think they dig underground at the end of their season.
Yeah, most of them probably do that too.
Yeah.
Where else do they go? They just disappear. Like that shit is
That's
facts.
interesting.
It's
Take
like
a step
every
back.
summer, all of a sudden it's mosquito season.
There's the military collects them and then they drop them on the planes every year.
Bro, I could believe that. I'm not even, nah, that's too crazy.
Yeah, I mean, some people, because sometimes the military does sketchy stuff. Not military, just the government in general. It
Yeah, they
does
do a
very
lot of
stuff.
sketchy stuff.
And sometimes they don't tell us until later. Like, you know, that whole Middle East situation? It was
Which one?
planned. Like, just after 9/11.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, like,
know what
we
you're
didn't
talking
know it until recently, but it was, like, a lot of this stuff was, like, it was planned for us to invade these countries unfairly
Uh-huh.
to just mess with them.
You know why?
Why? Well, power in
I'm
that
just
area.
gonna say a conspiracy theory, but I feel like most people should know this, and I don't even think it should be considered a conspiracy theory. But 9/11 was actually like an inside job,
Inside job, you think so?
and I'll say that because there's tons of evidence and there's tons of reasons why it would be an inside job, and it's because, like you said, we wanted to invade those Middle Eastern countries like Iran and Iraq and stuff and Syria and all those places. We wanted to invade them to start a war with them, but we needed a reason to have first.
Okay.
So we put this whole like stereotype on them that they're like terrorists and stuff, which before they were normal. They hadn't done anything before that. Nobody had a problem with them before that. Before 9/11, nobody saw that.
Yeah, it was kind of
That
just like a
look.
place.
Nobody saw that their like culture and tradition to be like terrorists and stuff.
Yeah.
Until then, and I was on Twitter. Technically, it's not Twitter anymore, but if
Yeah.
you call it X, you're just weird. Okay.
Stop
I was
calling
on
it
Twitter
X.
recently, and I saw a clip of somebody that was recording during 9/11, where when the first tower fell down, it looked like explosions went all the way down. And how could a building which was supposedly supported by steel like pillars and like steel like supports, whatever, how could that just collapse out of nowhere? Like a plane hit it. How is that going to make the entire building fall? And there's a video. I probably don't have the video, but the video shows that from the supports, it's literally just tiny explosions going off, bah, 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 and it just comes
It's
down.
like a Fortnite C4.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
sure. It's literally like it's going up, bah, bah, bah,
think
bah,
there's
bah,
a-
all the
yeah.
way down every floor, every story, and all four corner or all of the two corners that are in the video of the POV, and it's real POV.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, also maybe they thought of the benefits of like
So I'm pretty sure they planted explosives in the supports
Uh-huh.
so it could fall down, which
know-
is crazy.
maybe they
I don't
thought
know why they
about-
would do that. Well, I know why they would do that, so they can
have
invade
plenty of reasons.
them for oil.
Yeah, and
and
another one
resources and
maybe
stuff.
they thought like maybe this was like the tipping edge is that like it united America.
I don't agree.
Really? No,
You know the difference between the 90s and the early 2000s?
What?
Is you remember, or you don't remember, obviously you weren't born. Neither was I. But back in the 90s, back in the 90s, it was a normal thing to like go and hang out at your friend's house and walk there. And ever since freaking 9/11 happened, all of a sudden there's all these crazy people out on the streets. You're not allowed to walk places anymore because you could get kidnapped and shit. You know what I mean by that? Like that they put that in our heads that like you're not allowed to have freedom. So I think it kind of ruined that. I think after 9/11 happened, it became like weird and unsafe. Because there's like obviously, you know, back in the 90s, if you ever watched like a 90s movie, it would be like a common thing to just like walk in the park at night. But now if you do that, you finna get stabbed.
I have two things about that. I think one, well, if you're referring to movies only, then
I mean,
kinda,
I don't know.
Yeah. But I do get it.
Yeah, okay.
And
you
then,
just plot hole. You just put a plot hole. But
okay, and also another one is, how do you know that's not also because of the fallout of the crack epidemic that happened in like the decade prior, where like everyone started doing crack. That's like what spawned our homeless population.
really,
Yeah, it was.
when?
Before, I mean,
what year?
It was. I've heard middle 80s, late 80s, early 90s.
Okay.
And because I mean, before, bro, look at a video of like 1960s. Yeah, we probably had bums, but no one was homeless. And it wasn't until like,
Yeah, it would be like
drugs, housing got
it'd be
expensive.
like your friendly neighborhood
Yeah.
bum.
But from what I've heard, and another thing, this is like I've heard it from people firsthand who were alive during 9/11. They said that America was united because, and it makes sense if you think about it, right? Let's say you have a big family of 30. And you guys, because it's so big, some of you are on this side, some of you are on that side. Then all of a sudden, one of your brothers gets assassinated, and you know exactly who did it, and you have the chance to like do something about it. You're all gonna become united, and it makes sense to me. And that's what people who
I
are
don't
alive.
think that matters. I think, let's say your family is separated, like your family of multiple different cousins and stuff, and somebody in your family passes away. I think everybody's gonna come in and reunite with each other to show support and stuff like that. I think that's just normal. I don't think that's because of America became united.
But I
could be
mean,
wrong.
that's what happened. I think just the loss of it, like it was such an effect on America as a whole, especially since it was like New York, and if it was like some random skyscraper in North Dakota, people aren't gonna care. But like it was like New York.
That's great.
Like,
Nebraska.
Terrorist attack. I mean, that's probably like a good. I mean, that's kind of what we did to Japan. We kind of just like bombed semi-irrelevant places. It's kind of like if someone bombed.
I don't agree. I think Japan is such a small country.
Really?
It is, bro. It's like a little island.
But it has like 120 million people. It's going down, but it still has over.
Have you seen the streets of Japan?
Of
flooded. It's flooded of people. There's like a freaking. It looks like town square in Japan. Have
Yeah,
you seen
well,
video?
yeah, like Tokyo specifically.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Though that's only the Tokyo and like Kyoto metro area. We didn't bomb those places. We bombed Hiroshima, which was like a farming town, I think.
Hey, that's still gonna have an effect.
Yeah, no, it definitely will. I mean, the first time it didn't really. I just think that we intimidated them. I don't really know how much.
I think it was out of pocket.
That's like if we lost.
We went too far.
Yeah.
With that.
If we lost.
Then
Arizona,
again, let's not just act like Japan was all.
They weren't nice.
They weren't
They
nice
were calling
people.
it. They did weird
They were.
stuff to
They
Asians.
were assholes, dude.
Yeah, they were.
Before they got bombed, they were assholes.
And some people.
They were like, they would do kamikaze. You know, that's where kamikaze comes.
Yeah.
They would literally get people, put them in a plane with like extra bombs strapped to it, and tell them to go like slam into our planes and shit. They would do crazy war crimes.
Not only to that, but to other East Asians, and some of them are still mad at Japan because they never like officially apologized. They would go to Korea. They would take over towns. They would steal their.
Japan
women.
used to be a crazy place.
Yeah, they would steal
and then when anime came out, they became soft.
Yeah, exactly. Well, okay, so but they would take the Korean woman, and then I think they were called comfort women, and they would like do the like just bad stuff to these people, and they did that to China too. They
That's
would
crazy.
invade them, they would burn their stuff, and so some of these countries don't really like Japan per se.
That
I mean,
totally makes sense.
yeah, they were colonizers. They colonized the Philippines too, I believe. They were weirdos.
Being Armenian, even though the Armenian genocide happened over 100 years ago, about 108 years ago, almost. 108 years ago. I still don't forgive Turkey because they still deny that they ever did that.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, if you're Turkish, if like you're a Turkish dude on the street and you're actually like cool and you're chill, like I'll be like, hey, yeah, what's up, bro? Like, you're good, man. You didn't have nothing to do with it. But like Turkey in general, I don't, me being Armenian, I don't forgive them because they're like what you said, like other countries don't forgive Japan for all the crazy shit they did to them. So I feel the same way.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't experience that, I still feel
It's
that
just,
way.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole like Turkey denial thing. I first learned about that. I remember there's this one Armenian girl in my class from like 3rd to 5th grade. And one time as a joke, I said I was Turkish. She was like, "Are you serious?" And I was like,
Oh, shit.
I said, because you know how I've been yapping since I
Yeah.
was like a young kid, bro. And so
You
I
always
was
just
like,
say
yeah.
shit.
And so I was like, "Wait, what's wrong?" And she's like, "That makes you my enemy." And I was like, what does that even mean? And then I never learned why, but I always, because of that, I knew that Turkey and Armenia weren't really like, they weren't.
I wouldn't even say it as little as they weren't chill with each other. I'd say we're basically sworn enemies.
But like I knew not to associate them together.
Yeah.
Like, because of that. And then I think it was because of who. I don't know if it was your brother. I'm assuming it was your brother. Someone in your family posted like the 100 years since the Armenian genocide.
This is probably my brother.
Yeah, and I was like, oh dang. And so I did a little more research into that, and like and then I found out about like the whole Azerbaijan situation. I don't really know too
recently.
much about it. Yeah, this is more recent.
Very recent.
Yeah, I kind of had an explanation because of my computer teacher. I don't know why he brought it up, but yeah, like Armenians in Azerbaijani territory move.
Hell no.
Back.
We do not. We don't fuck with them, bro.
Yeah.
We don't fuck.
And it was I don't know how recent is that?
That is this year.
This year.
Yep.
Only this year, or has it been building up?
It's been building up, I believe, for the past 3 years since 2020.
Mm-hmm.
I believe. Could be wrong. It could be 2019. I don't remember.
Is it like a war?
It's a very one-sided war.
Who's winning?
Azerbaijan. So we're just getting basically war crimes committed against our people for no reason. Basically, think of what's happening right now with like Israel and
Palestine.
Yeah. All that stuff. That's basically happening right now. Is basically what was happening during the war against Armenia, where it's just they're just attacking civilians and killing them for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
For literally no reason.
Yeah, I mean,
That's what's happening.
that sucks. Is it? Yeah. Do you think that's? What was I gonna say? Is that? Like how many countries are around Armenia? Do you know?
I don't know the exact number.
Is Russia close? Like border, I mean.
Yeah. I know Georgia.
Really?
Yeah, Georgia,
Tbilisi.
Azerbaijan. Greece is nearby, but it's across the Red Sea.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I can think of off the top of my head.
Mm.
So we are surrounded. We're in the middle of a bunch of different countries.
Yeah, and you guys have the lake, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I learned about that like 2 days ago. Yeah, I just want to know, like, I'm interested how many of those relations are good and how many of them are bad. Because clearly, obviously,
I know with Georgia, we're really good with them. And I believe, Greece as well. I think Greek people are, like, chill with us. I know Russia. We don't mind Russians, but we also don't like Russians. For one, I'll tell you what. There's a lot of Russian people that come to Armenia. like immigrants, but it's fine. I don't know. I don't have a problem with it.
Cacdella. It's a beat. Yeah.
So
I mean,
I don't like Russian. I think we were talking about this earlier, but I don't like Russian. Like, I don't like Putin.
like the government,
Like the government,
the Russian government. Yeah. It's questionable. It's I don't know. I just wonder what's gonna happen because of this Ukraine war. Like, what are they gonna say? Because I'm assuming they're gonna lose unless they do like some.
Who, Russia?
Yeah.
You think Russia will
I
lose?
think Russia's gonna lose. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't really think they could win. I don't know.
They're not gonna win no matter what. Even if they invade Ukraine successfully, nobody's gonna be there. Like we said earlier, like you can't just bomb people for no reason.
Yeah.
Like obviously people are gonna not be your allies anymore.
Why do they want Ukraine? Actually, I think I've heard like multiple reasons. I think I forgot every single one though. Do you know?
I believe there's some religious reasons. I believe there's some. They want their old territory back. I believe Ukraine used to be Russia.
Yeah, it used to be the Soviet Union, and like the Russian Empire.
Yeah, I believe they also want. I don't know what else. I'm not gonna spread misinformation like Jupiter. So I'm gonna stop right there. But that's all I know.
I don't know. I just think maybe they just thought it would be way easier. Maybe they didn't really have a fully fledged reason. They just didn't expect it to.
No, I don't agree with you right there.
Really?
I don't agree with you that you're saying that they didn't have any reason at all. Well, that would
not
ridiculous.
any reason at all. I mean, like not a.
Nah, bro. I mean, you got to think about it. If Putin says something, it's not automatically just, oh, Putin said we have to invade Ukraine automatically. It's like everybody has to agree.
How long has it been?
It's been 90 minutes.
Oh shit!
You think we should start to finish up?
It's up to Jonathan.
I think we should
could
finish
keep
up.
going. You think so? What time is it? Well, what time is it?
It's about 6:41.
6:42.
6:42. Oh, okay,
Do you want to go until 7 or do you want to end now?
I think we should end now. I feel like it's really long.
Dang.
By the way, is this podcast gonna be like cut up into segments?
No.
Or is it just gonna be
all
raw
it's gonna be
footage?
Raw dog.
I feel like you should have like certain
Segments?
segments that you post to TikTok or something.
Oh well, yeah. I'm gonna have like.
You're not gonna
homemade
post the
clips.
raw-
No, I'm not gonna
raw
post the whole
footage.
Yeah. No. Yeah. If that's what you mean, then. Well, I guess we're done.
Yeah. What's up?
Like goodbye or
No?
that's it, guys.
All right, we're done.
Yeah, I'm done.
First podcast. We talked about every
That's
controversial
shut.
thing that you could think
Hitler.
of. I remember
No.
first thing we said at the start. Boom, something about Hitler. And then we
but, like,
finished
there
it
was
off
no,
right
like,
now.
praise. It was all hate.
You're right, yeah. But yeah, that's it.
It's cool.
Alright, cutting camera.
Yep.
How you been cut?